Most people think creating an AI avatar like me is difficult and expensive, and I'm here to tell you that they are wrong, and in this video, he's going to prove it to you. You've seen AI avatars that are taking over social media right now. I know that you have, and many people have already started making thousands of dollars online right now by taking advantage of this exact method. But while a lot of people are stuck still creating robotic and generic AI actors that you can pretty much instantly tell are AI avatars, I'm going to show you guys how to create professional and expressive avatars that actually have hand gestures and everything. So it's not just that their mouth opening and stuff like a proper robot. Now, the secret to creating a high quality AI avatar like this is that you can't simply just use one platform or one software in order to do all of the creation, okay? We need to use a bunch of different softwares in order to extract the best elements from each one of these softwares and put it all together into one video or one AI avatar. And this way, we're basically taking the best elements and making sure that it's all the highest quality that it can possibly be. Now, keep in mind, guys, this is going to be how to create an AI avatar for free. If you wanted to spend money, then I'll just point you guys towards either HeyGen or Arcad's AI. Obviously, you guys know that I already use Arcad's AI, but for the sake of this video, it's literally going to be how to create an AI avatar for free, and it's extremely high quality in saying that. Alright, so what I've done for you guys is I've created an extremely simple 3-step workflow, and this basically condenses everything down into the 3 most simplest steps, so that if you guys don't know how to do this stuff, I don't know what to say. You need to get off the internet or something, because it's so unbelievably simple. Honestly, the whole process from start to finish should take you literally under 10 minutes to do, unless you're stuck there trying to get the perfect generation. But if you actually get the generations you want, it should literally take you less than 10 minutes. Alright, so let's get started with step number 1, which is obviously going to be creating the image that our AI avatar is going to be based off of. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to head on over to a platform called Whisk AI. Now, if you guys haven't heard of this, it's basically Google's very own AI platform where you can combine a bunch of different elements to create an image. I do have a tutorial video on my YouTube channel, but we're not going to need that. It's very, very simple. So follow along here, log into, obviously create an account if you don't have one, and you should be taken to this homepage right here. And it's going to say create some magic. There's a bunch of different examples that they put here which were created using Whisk, but we don't really care. We're just going to click enter tool. Now, once you click enter tool, it might take you on a whole tutorial thing and show you a bunch of stuff. Just click out of all of it, because I'm going to be showing you everything that you actually need to be doing here. So it's going to take you to this section right here, and as you can see in the top middle toolbar, it says we're going to have the basically images toolbar selected right here, and that's what we're going to need to be using. So it's going to say down here, describe your idea or roll the dice for prompt ideas. We're going to basically describe, as you would in any other image generation tool, exactly what we want to be created here. So to keep it simple, I'm going to do a really simple prompt. But for you guys, if you guys want like a short form content AI avatar, you're going to do 9:16, but we're going to be doing an example for, let's say, YouTube right here. So we're going to need 16:9. And what we're going to do is we're going to say a man, let's just say, well, I don't know what to say. Let's just say a man on a mountain. You always want him to be looking, or you always want the AI avatar to be looking into the camera, And the last thing that you want to make sure is that their hands are actually exposed to the camera, because you want to make sure that it's including the most amount of gestures when we get to the video creation part of the tutorial. And if their hands aren't actually included in the image, then they're not going to be able to do that. So a man on a mountain looking into the camera, let's just say his hands are showing. Now, keep in mind, guys, this is probably the simplest prompt that's ever been used in the history of AI, but whatever you guys want, you're just going to tailor it to, exactly what you guys want. So we're going to click generate right here. And by the way, guys, Whisk is completely free. Obviously, you don't need to be, paying any money to generate these images. And I'll get back to you guys once it actually creates these images. Let's do a few here, actually. By the way, guys, while those images are generating, I do have a 100% free community that you guys can join. The link will be in the description. We're literally about to cross 700 members right now, which is pretty insane. But if you do join, we literally have a Learn tab right over here. You can click on this where it says all free PDF guides. And we're going to have a bunch of different guides, some of which are dedicated, as you can see, AI prompts cheat sheet, some of which are dedicated to how to actually show you guys to prompt in an exact way to make sure you're producing the outcome that you want to produce when it comes to image generation and video generation and stuff like that. So if you're struggling to make your own prompt, then make sure you read through one of these documents, and it'll definitely help you create the image that you want to create for the AI avatar that you want to then create from the image. Alright, guys, so that was literally about 1 minute, and all of our images have finished generating here. So we've got 2, 4, 6, we've got 6 images. Out of all of these, okay, that one just looks a bit sinister. It's like a horror movie or something. This one looks cool. I'm just not sure how it would do with actually him leaning his weight. I mean, it probably would do well, but we're just going to play it safe here. Let's do this one because it looks the most like he's actually gesturing towards the camera. He's looking at the camera. It does have a bit of like a fisheye lens, but that's fine. What we're going to do is we're going to pretend that this is the image that we want to use to create our AI avatar. And now it's going to be really simple from here, which is going to be step number 2. Step number 2 is going to be obviously animating the image into a video. Now, there's 2 ways that you guys can go about this, and I do want to say that even though we're continuing here with the 3-step, very simple process, if you guys want to make it a little bit more complicated, you can improve the quality, and I'm going to just mention it very simply here. If you wanted to take this image and improve it by basically upscale it, then you would download the image right here. It's literally just click that download button. Once you've downloaded the image, you would head on over to a website called Leonardo AI. Now, if you guys don't know, I've mentioned it a few different times, but I'm a massive advocate for Leonardo AI. It's actually where I started image generation as a whole. My entire AI image generation journey started with Leonardo AI. So once you've created an account, you're going to head down to a section where it says Universal Upscaler right over here, or you can simply click the upscaler that it has in the home section, whichever. It's going to take you to the same place. Once you're here, it's really simple. You're going to want to add the image that you want to upscale. So I've already got an image right here that I did. I'm just going to click on this one, and you can see, by the way, guys, just copy all of the settings that I have right here. I don't know why that went to that, but you want your creativity strength to be 2 and everything else to be default. That's literally it, okay? And then once you've upscaled, you're going to see the difference here. It's actually insane, the difference. So we're going to use the little slide bar here. Now, you can't tell there's too much of a difference when I do it like this, but on the left side is the original image, on the right side is the upscaled image, okay? But look what happens when I zoom in. You'll be able to tell it much more. Now look at this. Tell me if you can't see a difference, okay? That's his full face before it was upscaled, and this is his full face after the upscaling. Now we're going to do halfway through. Exactly, okay? So I know you guys can tell there's a massive difference when you actually upscale the images. The only thing is that after you've finished upscaling the images, guys, you're not going to be able to animate it with Whisk. And I don't know why they do this. It's kind of stupid if you ask me, but you can only animate the images that are created directly on the Whisk platform. So if we've upscaled the image and now we basically have an external image we can't infuse into Whisk, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to head on over to a platform called Kling, which is where the actual video generation would occur. So you would simply come down to video right here, wait for it to load. And by the way, obviously, Kling as well, I believe you get 66 credits per day or per month or something like that. You're going to get a free amount of credits. If they run out, you can create multiple accounts, do whatever you want to do, wait for the time to refresh, whatever. But if you want to create the image you want to create the video right here, all you're going to do is drop the image that you just upscaled into this section right here. So as you can see, we've dropped the image right there, and we've got the character, showing right there. All we're going to want to do is prompt it, and very simply, all you'd want to say for a prompt like this, you're going to see in a second when I go back to Whisk, all you're going to want to say is something very simple like, a man silently looking at the camera. Honestly, that's pretty much all you would say, because you don't want to confuse the model right here. You basically just want to generate a video of a character staring into the camera, because you don't really want them to be talking already. If they are talking already, it won't be too much of an issue, but sometimes there might be a conflict when we get to the lip syncing part of the tutorial. So that's what you would do if you actually wanted to make a little bit high quality version. But for the sake of simplicity for this whole tutorial, guys, I'm just going to be showing you how to do the easiest possible way. So let's revert back to after we finish step 1, which was generating the image right here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to animate the image directly within Whisk. So this is technically step number 2. We're going to click on this button that says animate in the top left hand corner right here, and it'll take us to this different interface. Now this is very similar to the Kling interface we were just at, and we're going to basically describe what we want to be happening in the video. And we're going to say something like, very similar, we're going to say, a man looking at the camera, let's just say, a man looking at the camera, his mouth is closed. Now again, it doesn't really matter if his mouth is moving a little bit. The lip sync will override all these things, but it's better for him to just be blankly staring into the camera basically. So let's just generate that, and let's see what happens. And by the way, guys, you can see in the top right hand corner, or actually I'm pretty sure my camera is blocking it, but in the top right hand corner it'll say how many video generations that you have. Every fresh account will start with 10 generations, so you get 10 completely free generations, and multiply that by however many accounts that you have. But if you're going to be doing this long term, then I would recommend the method that I showed you guys previously, which is basically taking the image, going to Leonardo to upscale the image, and then going to Kling to generate the video from the upscaled image. but I'll get back to you guys once we've actually generated the video right here. Alright guys, so as you can see, the video has finished generating right here, so let's go ahead and play it. And you can see he's doing some hand gestures, some facial expressions, cool. Again, when we take this into the whole lip syncing software, it's kind of going to, you know, basically override everything to match whatever he's talking about. So cool, we're going to click this button in the top right hand corner that says download. Very simple, click download the video, and then we're going to head on over to Kling like we were before. Now when you head on over to Kling and you've created your account, you're going to be at the home section. Once you're here, you're going to want to click on all tools, okay? And all tools is going to be, where we go. Okay, why is it not responding? There we go. It's going to take you to the section that has a lip sync feature displayed right here. And lip sync is going to be the option that we want to select, so it's going to take us to this interface right here. Now there's a few different, you know, general videos that they give you if you want to test things out. You can use this little Nickelodeon character, whatever you want to do. But obviously we're going to be using the video that we just generated, so let's click delete, and I'll drag and drop the video that we just created into this box right here. Right guys, so once you've dropped your video into the interface, it's going to take you to this section right here where you can basically see this is going to be the full step number 3 where we're actually going to do the lip syncing for the video. Now this is basically going to be the last step to actually creating the AI avatar, so you want to make sure that you do it correctly. And there's 2 different ways that we can go about this. Now as you can see on the left hand side here, it says text to speech. So this is going to be simply if we want to basically have an AI voice basically say whatever that we type out. So let's just say, hey, my name is Jeff and I like basketball. Okay, I don't even have my earphones in, so I can't even hear what it's saying, but basically this is what you want them to say. You can click on this little play button here to see how long it would take them to say that. It'll generate right here. Okay, so as you can see, it's defaulted to having the reader basically selected, so I guess that's what you would use if, you know, it was a narrator or something like that. But you want to make sure that however long the speech actually lasts for is basically congruent with how long the video clip goes for. So in this case, we have an 8-second video clip. We can basically say, my name, Jeff. Okay, cool. You basically want to make it so that it's as close to 8 seconds as it can be. We've got 5.7 seconds there, whatever. I'm not going to, you know, toy around with it to make sure it gets close to 8 seconds right now because you guys get the point. But over here we've got a bunch of different voices that we can select within the Kling interface, and you can kind of filter it out by whatever you're going for. So if you want to go for, you know, a professional tone, you click one of these 2. We've got males, we've got females, boys, girls, young man, young woman, whatever. You basically just select whatever you want to select. We've got speech rate over here, which I believe is how fast they actually talk, and then we've got the emotion section right here. Now the emotion only applies for some certain voices, I believe, so let's just click peppy. Then it'll basically unlock these emotions that we can use when they're actually saying whatever it is that we want them to say. Now for this tutorial, if you really want to create, you know, a high quality AI avatar, you're not going to want to use, you know, robotic AI voices. So what I recommend is actually uploading your own voice. Now as you guys seen in the intro, that was my own voice talking with these AI avatars. So I'm just going to basically link up the same intro audio that I had to begin with and put it in right here. And by the way guys, if you don't know how to record your own audio, it's literally so simple. Just go to Google and type in online audio recorder or whatever. For example, there's literally this website that says online voice recorder. You click the button, record whatever message that you want, take it from here, obviously download it, and then upload it into Kling like I just showed you guys. So let's play the intro one that I had right here. Okay, cool. And then all we're going to want to do is click add speech. Once we've added speech, it'll go ahead and add itself to the timeline, and then it'll basically, we don't have to, you might think that we need to shorten the video clip to match the audio. We don't need to do that. It's going to automatically do that once we click generate. So I'm just going to click generate right here. Chances are, you know, depending on how busy Kling actually is, it might take a little while, but we're going to leave it, and I might get back to you guys once it finishes downloading, once it finishes generating. If it's going to take ages, I'll just show you guys some examples I've already created. Just real quick, while that's already generating, guys, I do have this link right here. It'll be in the description. I do 30-minute $50 consultations. If you guys have anything related to AI that you want to ask me, you can come here, book a 30-minute call. It'll literally be me face to face, basically answering whatever questions that you guys have, and if I can't help you, you get a full 100% refund. So I'm just, you know, toying around with that, trying to help you guys out if you need any help. So do it if you want to. If you don't, then don't. Now let's head on over and see. We've got 2 minutes left, so I'll get back to you guys once it's finished generating. Alright guys, so as you can see, our video has finished generating here, and real quick before I play it for you guys, I do want to say in the bottom right hand corner of the videos, you will see watermarks right there. As you can see, it says Kling and Vio. Now I do want to show you guys, obviously I've got a bunch of different credits right here, but okay, wrong thing, upgrade plan. If you go to the manage plans section of the website, if it loads right here, it'll basically show you the different plans that Kling allows you to to have. Now, Kling is the one thing where I would recommend you guys to actually, I mean, it's so unbelievably cheap, literally $8.80 per month, in order to make sure that you can remove those watermarks and get a bunch of different credits. So if you want to, guys, and the watermarks are annoying you, then you can simply do that. And as you can see right here, I have the option to actually download it without the watermark. But again, guys, you can always just download it with the watermark and then go to whatever editing software you have, like CapCut or Premiere Pro or Sony Vegas if you still use that, and just crop it out there. So it's really not too big of a deal. I did just want to mention it though. By the way, guys, really quick, if you are a business or an individual looking to integrate AI into your processes, whatever internal processes that you have, you can come to this website. I'll have a link in the description. You can book a completely free 30-minute consultation with me. You can see all the services that we offer right here, and these are some reviews and testimonials that we have. But long story short, guys, 30-minute consultation, completely free, and we will basically discuss how we can integrate AI into your business. That's pretty much it. Back to the video. Alright guys, so I've got my earphones in. Now let's see how this actually sounds. Let's go ahead and click play here. Most people think creating an AI avatar like me is difficult and expensive, and I'm here to tell you that they are wrong, and in this video, he's going to prove it to you. Bang. So as you can see, he's got the hand gestures, he's got facial expressions, his mouth is moving when I'm talking. Now keep in mind, guys, I've created this literally, if I wasn't recording this whole tutorial for you guys, this would have literally been like a 3-minute process. So if you guys want a high quality version, take a little bit of extra time to make sure you're getting the generation right, upscale it if you want to, make sure you've got a good video generation that the lip syncing can actually work on, do all of that stuff. But like you guys just seen, this literally took me about 3 minutes of work. I created that AI avatar, and it's way higher quality than what a lot of these guys are making and preaching about whatever platforms and softwares that they're trying to use. So that is how to create a high quality AI avatar completely for free. That's pretty much it, guys. I'm out. Bye.